Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be another 10 features that you may have not known about. Now, some of these are just going to be very minor, not major features. I know some of you guys are like, well, mention GPS or the new AI system. Yes, those are huge features. I'm talking about like small ones that kind of slip through the cracks so you may have not even known about the game of Farming Simulator 25. And some of these are just kind of nifty little things that really don't maybe improve the gameplay mechanics, but just make it either more realistic or more engaging to be a part of. And so, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I already did a video showing off the first 10, and now I have a second 10 for you. So let's go ahead and dive into it. These are 10 things that you may or may not have known about. All right, for number one, this is kind of twofold. This is about spraying crops in general here. Some of the sprayers that have the ability to kind of go up and down on the back, well, normally V is what you do to lower or raise it. You can hit J and N to manually adjust exactly how high off the ground you want that to be, which is pretty cool. And then as you do spray something like corn here, when it's in the final growth state is when I've noticed it, it kind of folds over the corn a little bit, so it's a little bit easier to see kind of where you've gone. You kind of get a little bit of a ridge here at the end, so it's a little bit easier to see. I noticed it a little bit more distinguished. You can see it kind of there on the edge of that. You can see where we've been, which means when you come to flip around, I can see that little ridge right there. That's the ridge right there I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to see, I know, but I can get it lined up where I know, okay, this is kind of where I need to go down. Now, I know this field, only 2 swaths I'll need to go over it. You only need to do it twice, but it kind of folds in this little ridge right there. The corn's a little bit wider apart, which is kind of cool. It's kind of hard to see, and I don't know if it's intentionally done that way or not, but it's quite cool. So you can adjust, the height of your sprayer. Oops, if I can actually hit the right buttons. There we go. You can adjust the height of your sprayer, as well as actually be able to see a little bit better when you're going over really tall crops where you've been. You can kind of see it a little bit there as well. But yeah, you can see it does something there to kind of help show you where you've been before, so it makes it easier, because obviously it's hard to see the ground actually changing textures when you are spraying a crop like corn that's actually grown up a little bit. So there you go. All right, for number 2, vehicles will keep unloading automatically if not moved from the tip point. So if I back in here, and this works for animal pens, it works for productions, anything like that, they'll automatically fill up every so often. So if I hit I, it's going to unload some more hay into there, but it shouldn't take all of my hay. There we go. I still have some left over there. And now I'm not hitting any buttons. If I actually just fast forward some time here, as time goes on and as they are eating more and more of that hay, it'll automatically refill the pasture for them, which is great. And you can see, just like that, it threw some more in there. I just hopped out of it there, but I did not hit it to unload. If we give it another second here, it'll throw some more in there. And there you go. Just like that, it'll keep automatically dumping it in until it runs out of whatever's in it. All right, for number 3, this is the fencing in build mode is a lot better. You used to have to place down fences and gates separately, but now if you look up there, it says switch segment type. There's 1 through 5 there on the help menu. So if I start placing this down, I can do that, and then if I hit, well, M, I can go to the next one. If I hit M again, I can go to the next one, so I can place a gate right there, and then let's say I wanted to go back to the fence. Let's go back down to 1, and then come this way, and let's say I wanted to put that little arch right there. Then I go back to the fence, go up to here, come across here, let's say I wanted to go up to, well, the next gate, which is that style gate. And then I can go up 1 more, but I'm going to go a little bit more fencing, and then go here, and then let's say I wanted to put this gate in, the big gate, maybe a second one. And then I can go back down to the fence and then close it out. So you can do a lot of cool stuff with the fencing now, and now it doesn't work for every single type of fence that's in the game. It only works for the ones that have the different segments. So if I grab one like this one and start putting it down, you can see this one doesn't have any ability to adjust. That one is just the fence that it is. There's not any gates that go with it. But it's very cool to be able to just kind of adjust on the fly and not have to worry about changing what you're placing or scroll through to fences, gates, different things like that. You can just place fencing down and put gates where you want, which is way easier than it was before. For number 4, this is the HUD when you're near a mixer wagon. Now, you used to, in Farming Simulator 22, in order to see what the mix was in this, or what ratio, or what you needed to add, you'd have to get into the mixer, or if it was a pole behind, you'd have to be in the tractor associated with it. But this time, you can just get up next to it. When I'm closer to it, it says mixing ratio up in the upper left-hand corner, and it shows me exactly where I'm at in terms of my mixing, which is great. It makes it way easier to make TMR, and I don't have to actually hop into the piece of equipment every time. I can just be near it, and it'll show me so I know what more I need to add. And it'll do that if you were in a tractor nearby it as well, which is super cool. So there you guys go. That's the new HUD near the mixer wagons. For number 5, it's the custom color combinations. Now, I don't have any mods installed or anything like that. I know some of you say, oh, that's just a mod that's by Giants, that's not part of the game. I don't have any mods installed. This is how it actually works in the base game. Yes, if you install the mod by Giants, it gives you more freedom to do this. For example, you can see in here, I have this custom color kind of palette there, but if I go to like this vehicle right here, you can see it doesn't work for everything. This one is limited to what I can do. But if we go back over to the truck here, if I go back in here, I have a list of different options in here. You can see glossy, metallic, and matte. Really cool to have those kind of distinguishing features on there. I can go in here and make a custom color. Let's say I want to make this like, I don't know, like kind of orangish color, and then I can enter the custom RGB value. I can adjust it however I'd like to on there. It's quite cool how you can adjust it. Let's say I want it to be like, I don't know, that color there, but I don't want it to be glossy. I want it to be metallic. I can also do matte in there as well, but let's say I want it to be metallic. Add it to favorites. I'll say FC gold. If you do something generic like gold, it may not let you do it, but if I do that, it should be over here. Oh, it didn't let that one. I wonder if it had an issue. See, I had an issue with this. See, not a valid numeric value, FC gold. So some of them, it won't actually let you add them as a color, but I can customize that if I want to go in here, make a custom color. If I make that gold again or some sort of metallic color there, I can hit select there and it'll put it on my truck, and we are good to go, and I can now buy it with that custom color. But yeah, you have to make something that's going to end up work. I have pink Coolio over here, and then you can select it. So I wonder if I can actually make it, let's see, add to favorites, Farmer Cop gold color. Oh, it's not even let me, maybe I can make Farmer Cop. Let me do that. Nope, now let me do it. So I'm not sure what's going on with there. Not exactly sure how you have to name it, but I have saved colors before, and then when you have them saved in there, you can hit select and put them on there, and then there you go. I have pink Coolio if you want, but it's really cool to be able to kind of put whatever color you want on there. So for number 6, it's really cool. Let's say I have a full tank of grain, which I do right here in my harvester. I put my pipe out. When I'm working in first person here, if I go over top of a trailer, the harvester will actually beep at me if I am over top of it, which is super cool. There we go. Hear that? And then if I actually go out, we are unloading. Very cool. So you actually will get that little beep to tell you that, hey, you're over top of the trailer. It'll start unloading for you, which is super cool. Love that that's in the game now. For number 7, this is one of the cool sound improvements that actually came with the game here. I'm pulling something with the electric Volvo here because I have the sound crank so you guys can actually hear this, but one of the new sound improvements that came with Farming Simulator 25 is that the trailers rattle as you drive. But there you go. Trailers rattle as you drive over surfaces, which is super cool. It's just a small thing, but I love it. For number 8, this one's really cool. If you haven't played too much with the twisters, not only will they destroy trees and crops and things like that, they will destroy sheds on the map, and then you'll have to destroy them. You'll have to demolish them in the build mode. They will destroy them as they cross over. This shed was totally fine before this twister hit. So if you didn't know that, twisters can actually destroy some of the buildings on maps. So there you go, be careful. And for number 9, something you may have not noticed, I had to go over to Hutan Pantai to show this off, but you can see the AI traffic will actually stop for red light, and then when it goes green, they'll move on their way. Very cool. I love it. It's such a minor thing. I mean, they still run stop signs, to be fair, and I know they still cause a lot of collisions, but at the same time, that is definitely an improvement of some kind. So I will take that. But there you guys go. The AI traffic will stop at red lights. For number 10, our final little small detail here is that power washers make the tractors appear wet. So yes, this tractor looks very normal, very fine. It's not dirty, to be fair, and it's not raining out or anything like that. But if I start to actually spray it, start to get it wet, you can see, I mean, it's already getting there pretty good, actually. If I put this power washer away now and I go up to the tractor, it appears wet, like we actually just washed it, even though that's not reflecting what the weather's doing. You start to see some of the water droplets on it. It actually looks wet and looks like we sprayed it down, which is awesome. I love that. Super cool. It's a small little detail, and not many of you guys are going to notice it a whole lot, but still, small stuff like that, every little added detail like that is super cool to see in the game. So there you guys go. And that is what I have for you guys. I know just a few small things, but still really cool. Let me know if you guys have noticed any other little small features or things that you think are happening to the game that are something you didn't notice in the past or that wasn't in Farming Simulator 22. Just let me know. But that's what I got for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I enjoyed putting this together for you guys, and I hope you guys learned something, or at least one of these new features was new to you. If you guys did enjoy, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bells so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.